So this is a demo portal of the Samarth where we'll demonstrate the modules. So this is the packages, employee services, then finance, governance, academic recruitment, campus services, data management, and administration. So these are the packages available in the Samarth portal. So each and every packages, we have the modules like employee services, we have the employee module, leave module, and career advancement scheme module. Then finance module, all the finance related module like fee, financial supply chain management, investment, payroll module, pension and gratuity management, provident fund management, research project management. Then our governance, we have affiliation module, endowment module, state module, file management and tracking, inventory module, legal case and residential allocation, RTI module. Then academic, all the academic parts covered in the academic section. Recruitment, we have the non-teaching and teaching recruitment. Then campus services, data management, administration. So today is a webinar for the core module and employee management, which comes under the administration part and under the employee services. So under administration, we have the core module, and under employee services, we have the employee management module. So first we will cover the core module. So click on this visit core module. Then here you can see you need to fill information where institution will update their profile, organization profile, then organization unit type, organization unit and designation. Other are the additional settings, which I also explain you how you can configure, but these four are the main information, then organization unit type, organization units and designation, which needs to be configured by the institutions. So first is information part where you need to update your institution profile. So here you can see this is a dashboard where you can see demo portal. This is the address or about the organization, vision of the organization. So these details will be only visible once you will update your profile. So to update the organization profile, click on added profile option. Then here you need to fill the general details, address, social media and recognition linkages. First, under general details, you need to fill the name of your organization. So here you will mention your name, organization name, then organization name in Hindi. So you can also mention the name in Hindi, name of the organization in any other languages. So if you have any additional or any other languages, you can add that language here. Then organization short code. So your institution short code will be mentioned here. Then head of the organization. So like if you are the university, then you can select the head of the organization as vice chancellor. Institute can select the director. Then secretary, we have also added the optional, and principal means colleges can also select the head of the organization as principal. So here as a university, so here I'm selecting head of the organization as vice chancellor. Then you will add your organization contact number, organization email ID, then fax number, about the organization. So about the organization you can mention in the description box. Then organization logo. So also you can attach your organization logo here. You just need to click on browse, then select the image from the files and then save it. Then next in legislature also you can add it in a PDF form, also in a JPG, PEG, PNG and PDF form. Maximum size will be the 512 KB. Then mission of vision of the organization, you can mention it here, mission of the organization, then specialization of the organization. So your institution is specialized under technical or agriculture, management, cultural studies, education, hotel management, sports, yoga, physical education, or vocational skills, private university or state private university or health sciences. In case specialization is not available in the drop down which you want to select it, then you can select this other option. If you select other option, then a new field will be open, that is other specialization of the organization. So according to your institution specialization, you can add it here in the description box. Otherwise, you can select from the drop down if it is a technical or agriculture or management. Then primary fund body. So whether it's a center state, private, PPP, combination or other. Other option is also available in case funding body is not available in the drop down, then you can select the other option. If you select other option, then name of the other funding agency of your organization. So here you will mention that name. Then type of your organization, where your organization is a central open university, deemed university, government institution under state, legislature act, institution of national importance, private university or other. So if no option is available in the drop down, the type you want to select it, then you can select the other option also. So if you select other option, other type of organization, here you can mention the name. So here I'm selecting Central Open University. Now next is organization establishment year. So when your organization has been established, you can select the year from the drop down. Then last is organization official URL of your organization. So here you will mention your institution URL and then click on save and next option. Once the detail will be saved, next is address detail where you will add your country, state, city, street, pin code and organization geo coordinates. So latitudes and longitudes also you can add it here and then click on save and next option. Next is social media where you can add your Twitter link of your organization if you have, then Facebook link, LinkedIn link and YouTube link. So it's optional. If you want to add it, you can add it. Otherwise, you can leave it as blank. Then again, click on save and next option. Last is recognition linkages. So some of the means institution are recognition with AICT, AISHE, NAC, NAD, NRF or UGC. So your institution is recognition means you can select the recognition from the drop down. Either it is recognized with AICT, SAID, AISHE, NAC or NAD or NRF or UGC. In case your institution is recognition with two bodies, you can select means here you can add it. Then here is a plus option also. You can click on this option and then select the another recognition linkage like UGC. Here I have selected UGC. Here mention the code. And then click on update button. In case you want to delete, you have the delete option also. You can delete also. And then last you need to click on update option. Once you will click on update option, then your institution, like your institution name will be reflected here. Then your address will be reflected here about your organization, vision of the organization, mission of the organization, and all the basic details which you have added while updating the organization logo profile. Those details will be reflected here. Then here you can see university, university faculty, university department. These are the types which we have already means by default some of the type is already added in your portal. In case you want to add the types according to your institution requirement, then you can add it under the organization unit type. So how to add it, I will show you. Then here you can see also count this 8, 9, 20, 11, 4 and 5. So these we have added like under university type, we have added the OUs. Then under university faculties, we have added this number like 9 faculties we have added. University department, your departments like Department of Computer Science, Department of English. So 20 department we have added as a OU. Colleges we have added, centers we have added, institute we have added, library we have added, hostel we have added. So this count will be visible only once you will add your organization unit type and organization unit in your institution Samarth portal. Next is modules. So modules only you can see the modules names here. Next is organization unit type, which institution have to add it. Some of the default entries already added in your portal for your reference. In case if you want to use those type, you can use it if it is according to your requirements. Otherwise, you can add your types in your institution portal. So to adding the organization unit type, click on add organization unit. So under type only you need to define your structure, what structure you have. Like you have the hostels, you have the offices, sections, departments in your institution, then faculty, PG, this colleges you have, if you have the constituent college or affiliated colleges, so those colleges also you can add it. Then you have hospital, guest houses. So those are the types. Only types will be added here, not like you have the Department of Computer Science. You don't need to add the Department of Computer Science here. Only type will be added. So type will be only department. So here you will add the type. For example, you have department. So you have created a type as department. Only department you have to add it, not Department of Computer Science. That we will add it under the organization unit. In a detailed, we will add those department under organization unit. So some means every time institution will add the Department of Computer Science here, Department of English. So that is incorrect way. Departments will be added here. Only type you need to add it. You need to define here, like what structure, what type of structure you have. You need to create the type here. For example, you have department. So like department, we have already created the type. That's why I have to add something like this so that it will be unique. Now parent. So parent will be who will managing that department. For example, you have the faculty, not faculty like employees, faculty of arts, faculty of English, faculty of computer science. So those are the faculties. If you have those faculty, maybe faculty like your HODs is reporting to D. Maybe your department is reporting to the faculty. So parent will be who is managing that organization unit. So for example, if you don't have the faculty, universities, your departments, your HOD is reporting to directly to VC or director. So in that case, you need to select parent as university. If you have faculty, then you can select the university faculty also. Then category, it's a administrative or academic. So department is a admins all that administrative academic work means student related work we are done in the department. So here I'm selecting category as academic. Offices you have, guest houses you have, those are the administrative that are under the administrative category. Then OU type. So here for the departments we need means if you are the university, you are adding your university department. So in that case you need to select OU type as not applicable. This OU type like will be only selected in that case if you have the multiple campuses. For example, DU colleges. DU colleges have North Campus and South Campus. So if you are adding their South Campus department, so they need to select the college. This college means institution department. So they need to define their OU type. But if you are adding your own institution, your in university department, then you need in that case you can select OU type as not applicable. Status, we have the three statuses: draft, pending, and published. Whatever types you are adding here, you need to mark the status as published. Only then this will be visible while adding the organization unit. Mark all the OU type as published. In case if you don't want to use those organization unit type, for example, you have mistakenly added any OU type. Now you don't have the option to delete it. You have the option either you can mark as draft or either in a pending. Draft and pending types will not be visible. Only publish, which whatever like types you have added and you have marked the status publish on only those OU type will be visible. So you have the status draft and pending in case you don't want to use those types. So here I'm selecting publish and then click on save option. You will get the notification, successful notification once it will be added, data saved successfully. Now a type department is added. Now under the organization type, like once you will add the organization unit type, here you can search it. You have the filter also. For example, I've added the department. So all the types department is visible here. So I can sell means if I want to view any detail, I can view it. You have the option view and update. If you want to update any department, you can update also information you want to update it or status you want to change it. You have the option. This pencil icon is update button, and if you want to view that detail which you have added like title, parent, OU type, which you want to if you want to view it, then you can click on view button. Next is organization unit. So under organization unit, you will in a detailed information you can add your organization unit. So you have the three option: import, export, and bulk update. Here when you click once you will click on this option, you have import, export, and bulk update. You can import the details in a bulk. You can export also whatever OUs you have added in the portal. You can also export the information, or if you want to update any details under the organization unit, like you want to change the address, you want to contact details, OU, parent, whatever you want to do it in a bulk, you have the option, click on bulk update and you can uh, update the details in a one time, in a bulk. Next is add organization unit. Means single OU if you want to add it, then you can use this option add organization unit. So first I will show you how you can add the organization unit in a single way and how to add the organization units in a bulk way. Click on add organization unit. So here you will get the page. Please select the drop down option to proceed to the next step to create an organization unit. So first it will be asked for affiliated, means affiliated will be selected. In that case, you are adding your colleges, affiliated colleges or considered colleges. So in that case, you can select the affiliated yes. Other for others, like you are adding your departments, faculty, in that case, you can select it affiliated no. Then type. So whatever types you have added under the organization unit type, that will be appear in the drop down, means those type. And from drop down, you can select the type, whatever type you want to add it. For example, you want to add your departments. So I have added this OU type as department. This is the OU type which I have added in the portal. So I want to add my departments. Then click on proceed to next step. So once I click on proceed to next step, now I will add the information regarding the department. For example, Department of English. So this is the department name. First, I have added the type, like in my institution, I have department also, I have guest houses also, hospitals also. Only type you need to add it here. And in a detailed, those type which you have created, you need to add those name in other languages. So if you have any other languages, you can add it in here. Then parent unit. So here you can see the multiple option under the drop down, but in your institution portal, because this is a demo portal, we have added the multiple entries, multiple demo entries. So in your institution portal under parent unit, if you have selected parent as university, so parent, you will select your institution name. If you have mentioned the parent as university, if you have the faculty first, before adding the department, you need to add your faculties. And that faculty will be appearing in the drop down. You can select as a, like this department is reporting, for example, faculty of English. So you need to select parent unit as faculty of English. But before adding the department, you need to add your faculties. After adding the faculties, those faculty will be appearing in the drop-down, and then you can select the that faculty as a parent. In case you have you don't have the this faculty and you have the university, means your department is, or your HOD is reporting to the director, to the direct to the VC sir or director sir. So in that case, you have mentioned the organization unit type, means parent as university, and here you need to select your institution. Here I have selected parents at this. Then institution name, your institution name will be reflected here also, means under the institution name also, your institution name will be added. Then code. So department short code, you can mention it. Code will be unique, means you cannot add it same code for the two department. You need to mention the unique codes. So this is my Department of English, for example, DE12. So DE12. So this is the code for this department I have mentioned. Profile, if you want to add any information regarding the department, you can add it here. Logo, if you have the department logo, you can attach it. Then affiliated, yes or no, or autonomous. If your institution is autonomous, you can select yes option. Otherwise, you have the option to select no also. Affiliated, in case like in the first page, system is asking for affiliated yes or no. At that time, you have marked as affiliated no. Now you want to change the status. So you can change the status from here also. Click on affiliated yes. So here I've selected yes, no. Then click on save and export option. This name already exists in the mentioned parent OU. So now I have to change the name because Department of English is already added as a OU. So now I have to add a new, like this I have added. Now Nagaland institution name, code. So here now you can see it is saved. Next is acidration. So designation of head will be none. Campus, you don't need to select its campus, because if you have the multiple campuses, only in that case you can select the campus. Like uh, you are adding your department, you have the multiple campuses, and you are adding the department of one of the campus. So that campus you can select it, which campus department you're adding. So you can select the campus here. Otherwise, you can leave it as blank if you don't have the campuses. Next is save and next. Next is address detail. Here you will add your country, state, district, city, street, pin code, and geo coordinates. State. So I have mentioned and pin code. Next is save and next option. Next is contact details. So official email ID, telephone number, fax, extension number, website, util link, Facebook link, or LinkedIn link. So these information is regarding the department, like you have the department official email ID, which they are using telephone number, fax number, extension number. What if you have, you can add it. Otherwise, these are the optional, because whatever fields are mandatory, we have marked the red star in front of all the fields. We have marked the red star. Those are mandatory, and where we have not added the red star, that are non-mandatory fields. It's optional. Now click on save and next option. Last is other details. Other details, we have the statuses, visibility, OU category and OU tag. Same statuses we have staff, pending and publish. In case you have mentioned this, you have added the departments and you have marked the status as publish. In future, if you want to mark those means those department as in a pending or draft, you can mark this, you can change the status also draft or pending. Visibility, yes or no. So this is also a mandatory. If you have marked the status as published, but you have marked the visibility as no. So whatever OUs you are adding will not be visible in the other modules of Samarth. That's why if you are marking the status as published, so it is mandatory also to set the visibility as yes. OU category, plan and non-plan. This means like, for example, you have the departments. In future, you are stab- establish two or more department in your institution. So the department which you are adding, you are using from the starting, that will be under the plan category, or the department which is established in your institution for few years, means for a few years, 2 or 3 years. So you can mark the OU category as non-plan for those departments. OU tag you can select from the drop down, whether it's a HED, university, campus, government college, private college, government aid colleges. So university can select the OU tag as university and then click on save and next option. Once you will click on save and next option, you will get the notification all the steps completed successfully. So here you can view the details, whatever you have added. You have the update button also. In case you want to update any information, you want to change the parent, you want to change the code, you want to change the name, logo, anything you want to change it, you can click on update button and do the changes, and then click on update option. So this is how you can add the OUs in your institution portal in a single way. Now, how to add the OUs in a bulk option? You have the option import. Click on import option. So in a portal, we have provided the steps how you can import the data in a bulk. So you need to read this information, these steps carefully. Please follow these simple steps to upload your data. Step one is to download the Excel format. So for the bulk option, wherever we have provided the bulk option, we have already provided the bulk Excel format, which you have to use it. Then step two is open the downloaded Excel file, fill in your data in a correct format and save it. Do not change any of the column headers or create a new file, or only modify the data in the template. So we have already created the Excel format. You have to use that, but don't do any changes in the Excel sheet. Means you have removed any column, if you have hidden any column, or you have made the changes, means column name you have changed it. So system will not accept the sheet which you are trying to upload. So whatever data this Excel format we have provided, just add the details in that format, and then try to uh, upload that file. Then step three is to browse the file, means browse file from computer. You need to select that file and then click on upload file data. First, I am downloading the Excel sheet. This is download Excel format. Then click on OK option. So sheet is downloading. So sheet has been downloaded. Now open the Excel sheet. So now the sheet has been opened. Here you can see this is the Excel format for adding the OUs. Serial one means serial number, institution type. We have already provided the drop down. University faculty, departments. You are adding college center. So this is also fetching from the organization type which you have added. All the types which you have added will be appear in the drop down. So this department I have added as an organization type. Then institution name. So here you will add your department name, like Department of Computer Science, Department of English. So one by one, you need to add your departments. Name in Hindi, you can add it. Name in other languages, parent institution. means you can select from the drop down your institution. If you have mentioned the university as a parent, then you can select your institution. If you have the faculty, then first you will add the faculties. So in a ascending to descending order, you have to add it. First, here you will select your university. University, we have already provided default entry in your system. You need to update that entry, which is also already typed as university. University you don't need to add it. University faculty first you need to add it. So here, for example, faculty of arts. So first I will add my all the faculties which I have added in my institution. Then institution name, your institution name will be added here. Institution code means the faculty which you are adding. So code will be mentioned here for the faculty. Then system will asking for is affiliated yes or no. So in a faculty case, you can select no option. In colleges case, you can select the affiliated yes. Is autonomous yes or no. If it is your autonomous, you can select yes. Otherwise, you can select no option also. Category of the institution, in university level institution or university college or institution, standalone institution. Then subtype of institution, specialization of your institution, general, technical, medical, agriculture, science, law, management, Sanskrit. So we have provided the drop down option. You can select the specialization from the drop down. Management, then government category, central government, state government or none, foundation year, affiliation type. You can select from the drop down, it's temporary or permanent. In case you have selected affiliation type as temporary, this three dates, affiliation valid from date, affiliation valid till date, and renewable pending date. These three will be mandatory. In case you have selected affiliation type as temporary, if you have selected affiliation type as permanent, then only this affiliation valid from date is mandatory and these two fields are non-mandatory. Then ASHE code, NAC accreditation, you can select from the drop down yes or no. If you're selected yes, then NAC grade, current certificate link of acid reaction, current NAC cycle of acid reaction, then current date of acid reaction, previously acid reaction by NAC, previously NAC grade, acid reaction year, NRF ranking, NRF assessment, designation, campus, country, state, district, city, street, pin code, geo coordinates, official email ID, status, yes or no, this publish, visibility, yes or no. Then name of the principal means if you have the colleges, you can also add the details of the principal and principal mobile number, email ID, and student type. These two fields are mandatory. Student type and transgender applicable. So system asking for if your institution, this department is for all the type for all the genders like co-education, men, women, or transgender. In case you have selected student category as co-education, means all that for all the genders, then transgender applicable is yes or no. Maybe you have selected co-education, but transgender is not applicable. So you can select no option here. If transgender is applicable, then you can select yes. Other if it is not applicable, then you can select no option also. Now after adding your faculties, second, after adding all the faculties, then you will add your department, university department. So one by one, you will add your department. This faculty, if, for example, I have added department of arts. So faculty department is reporting to this faculty, faculty of arts, and faculty of arts is reporting to the university. So like that, you will create the hierarchy for the organization unit. Now here, parent institution, you will select from the drop down. So faculty you will add it means parent institution will be faculty of arts. Now faculty will be added as a first it will be added as a OU. Then it will be selected means that faculty you can select for as a parent for the Department of Arts. So like that you will create your hierarchy. First, you will add your faculty, then department, then other types which you have. For example, you have colleges, you have guest houses, hostels, whatever you have, you can add it one by one. So ascending to descending, you have to add all the details and all the mandatory details. In case you have selected affiliated, yes. In case you have selected affiliated, yes, then all the fields are mandatory till AE. I think AE, NRF assessment. Till this column, all the fields are mandatory. If you have selected affiliated, no, then till category of institution, all the till AE, these are non-mandatory. From AF, it is mandatory to add the designation, campus, country, state, district and city and pin code. So one by one, you will add the details and then click Control S, just save it. This sheet, just save the sheet. Here you have the option browse file from computer. Select the file which you have downloaded and saved. Click on open. So here you can see the file has been attached and then click on upload file data. You need to click on this upload file data. So no data found because I have not added any details, means full details I have not added. That's why the system has thrown an error, data not found. But you need to add the details in the Excel sheet and then click on browse file from computer and click on bulk up this upload file data. If any errors, you have added the incorrect details, so system will throw an error that details you have mentioned is incorrect. So you need to update the details again and try to upload the sheet in the portal. Next is how to export the sheet. You have the export option. For example, you have added your organization unit in a portal. Now in future, if you want to export it, what organization unit you have added in a portal, you have the export option to export those OUs. Click on export. Here you can see these we have already downloaded. Click on this option. So once you will click on export option, you will get this job status initiated. Created at time means date and time you will get it. Excel import password. System will this system will generate a system generated password here like this. And then you will get the download option. Right now you can see download file is initiated. Once it will be shown as downloaded, you need to click on download option. First copy this password. Download option. So this has been downloaded. Click on this option because these are the zip files. So you need to mention the password also. Here system will ask for the password. Paste here password and click on OK option. So the password is incorrect. So I think the password has been expired and new sheet I have to download it. Refresh this page. So here you can see job status has been completed. Now copy this password, download it. After some time, the password will be expired, means you need to again export the Excel sheet. So here it's opening. So just wait for 2 or 3 minutes and once it will be downloaded, you will get the notification. So it takes 2 minutes and after 2 minutes it will be opened. So here is the sheet. So it has been downloaded. Here you can see the OUs which we have added in the demo portal. I can see all the details like institution type, category, subtype, uh, accreditation, what we have added, NAC accreditation, designation, campus, country, districts, telephone number, extension, linked, this visibility, OU category, plan and non-plan. So this I have added. These detail we have added. We have added, I think 185 OUs in the demo portal. So same like you can download the Excel sheet and you can check your OUs, what you have added. This is the option, export option. Now next is bulk update. Click on bulk option. First, you need to select the entries which you want to update it. So for example, first three I have selected. These three I have selected. Now I will click on bulk update option here. Select preferences, selected or filter. So I have not used any filter. I have selected the entries and click on proceed option. So once we click on proceed button, you will get this update organization unit in bulk. Instruction we have already written. Follow the steps to upload the data. Step one is to select the column you need to update it. Generate an Excel preview to see the format. Download the Excel template. Fill in data and save the file without altering column headers. Click browse file to select the updated file and click start process to upload. Same, you don't need to do any changes in the Excel sheet. Select column for Excel preview. First, you need to click on generate preview. Here you have the option. Either you want to select all the column means you have to update all the columns or you can deselect also. Only column which you want to update it, you can just select that columns. Transgender applicable. or official email ID. So these columns I want to update it. So I have selected this. Click on generate preview. So like that, the sheet will be downloaded. Now click on download Excel format. This is a download Excel format. Click on this option. Open the file. Here you can see three entries which I have selected. I can update this entry. Institution code I have want to update it. You can change the code. Then this code, it's already created. Here email ID is not mentioned. So I will mention the email ID. Transgender applicable or not, you can change the visit transgender applicable. No, you can make it. You can do the changes. Co-education, you can select from the drop down co-education. And now click on Control S, means save it, save the sheet. Again, go back to the portal, browse. Select the file, click on open, and then click on start process. So here you will get the notification. The all changes has been successfully saved and updated. So here you can see I have made the changes. Code I have changed it. Email ID I have also mentioned it. So I can view the changes also. You have view button also. You have update button also. In case you want to update any detail, means only single entry. In a single entry, if you want to update any, you want to do any changes, you have the pencil icon. This pencil icon. Click on update button, and you can do the changes like general details or acceleration name, whatever you want to do. You can do the changes. If you want to do in a bulk, then you can use this option bulk update. In means more than one entry want to update any details, you can use this bulk update option. Then verify OU for SJ. So you can verify the code also, SJ code from here. You can search by code also, you can search by name also. So you can check the SJ codes, means any duplicate code is not using in the system. Next is designation. So this is the last part which you have to configure in the base module. So under designation, you have the post and assignment. There are two designation you have to add it, post and assignment. Post is means differentiate between post is the post the employee is recruited in your institution. The post which is sanctioned to your institution, those are the comes under the post category, post designation. The additional task or additional duty has been assigned to any of the employee, that is a additional that is a assignment. Like he's recruited in your institution as assistant professor, associate professor, or professor on a professor post. Now he's also working as a HOD or dean in your institution. HOD and dean is assignment, and professor, associate professor is a post. So all the designation you have to add it in the portal, whether it's a post or assignment. To add the designation, click on this add designation option. Mention the name of the designation, whether you are adding a post or assignment. So you need to add the name of the designation. System analyst, for example, I'm adding system analyst. Maybe system analyst already added in the portal. That's why I'm adding this number. Category, employee category, academic other, non-teaching or teaching. So we have the three types of category, only three types of category. Teaching, non-teaching or academic other. So all the teaching designation will be comes under the teaching category, non-teaching designation will be comes under the non-teaching category, or academic category means all the teaching and non-teaching. If employee is working as a non-teaching on a, for example, he's a deputy librarian or librarian post in a librarian post. He's working as a non-administrative work, but in some of the institution librarians also taking classes. So in that case, you can select the academic other. In that case, it means that person is working as a non-administrative or administrative. So you can select the employee category as academic other. For now, system analyst is a non-teaching type, post and assignment. So you need to select the type also. You are adding the system analyst. So system analyst is a post. If you are adding the HOD or dean, so that will be selected as under type assignment. Group, you can also edit the group also. System analyst under means you have under group A or comes under group A, group B, group C, or higher administrative grade. So you also create the groups. For example, I have added the group A. Occupancy single or multiple. So like you have the system analyst means 10 post you have for the system analyst. So 10 times you don't need to add the system analyst, only single time you have to add it. And here you will mention the occupancy, whether it's a multiple post or single post in your institution. VC and director is a single post. So you can, in that case, we select the occupancy single. Professor, assistant, professor, associate professor, those are the multiple posts. So we will select the occupancy as multiple. Status, we have the two statuses, inactive or active. So whatever designation you are adding, mark the status active. In case you don't want to use those designation, maybe you have mentioned incorrect name, incorrect data you have added. So you can mark the status as inactive for the designation. Inactive designation will not be visible in the modules, in other modules of the summit. Only active designation will be visible. So whatever designation you want to show in the next other modules of the summit, you need to mark the status as active. Roles and description, these are the non-mandatory, but I will suggest you don't assign any roles from here. If you want to add any description regarding the designation, you can add it, but it's also optional. Once you will add the detail, just click on save option. So post has been added. You will get the notification. Post has been added. So here under post section, if I search the system analyst, here you can see this I have added system analyst post, non-teaching, active and multiple. I have the option, means you have also the option to view the detail which you have added, or you, if you want to update the details in a designation, you can update also. This is the update button. You can update the designation. Then under means we have segregate this option post and assignment. So all the assignment which you have marked the type as assignment, those will be visible under the assignment section, and post will be visible under the post section. Next is organization unit ranking. So here you can add the ranking also under the organization unit. So this is the later part, means once you will add the organization unit. Currently you have the these three important configuration you have to do in a base model. First one is information. Your organization profile will be updated. Then organization type will be added. Default entries we have already added in the portal. If you want to use those default entries, you can use it if the requirements, if those types are according to your requirements. If you don't want to do any changes, then you can use those default entries. Otherwise, if you want to add the organization unit type in your portal, then you have the option add organization unit. Then after adding the types, only type will be added there. Then organization unit in a detailed way, information added will be added under the organization unit type. All your department, faculties, uh, hostels, guest houses, whatever type you have added, you can add the details in a bulk also. You can add the details in a bulk also under the organization unit section. Last is designation. All the designation you have to add it, whether it's post and assignment, you can add under the designation section. Then email templates we have, means because in the Samarth portal, user will get the emails. So we have already created the email templates here, like what type of email they will get: error in application, contact or template, cron job notification, export job notification, payroll notification. So we have added all the email templates here, means you can view it, but you cannot add it. Then we have the settings part also. Under setting, we have two options: system uploads and landing page. In case you want to add any like documents, system upload document, you can add it here. You have the option, click on add new document. Document name, you can mention it, description, upload any document and mark the status as published or pending or rejected. So you can add the documents here. Like you can create a document list. Landing page. This is a landing page of the summit, means when logging to the employee's profile. Here I am showing. So in a new tab, I have opened demo portal. So in a demo portal here, you can see this is a landing page. This description we have added under the landing page. This is a page of university footer. We have added as a testing part. So here you can do the changes. Any important information you want to show to the employees, you can use this for that purpose. You can use this option landing page. Any important information you can add it here, which will be visible to all the employees while they are logging to the Summit portal. At that time, they can view that page, whatever information you have added here. So you have the option update button. You can update it. Content, you can add it here, like whatever content you want to add it, you can add it. For example, this is, yeah. So this I have added as a content, and then click on update button. So this will be visible to all the employees when they are logging. This is my employee profile. I have to do the cache also. This cache flush. So this cache flush is a like refresh button. Whenever we will do any changes or we will update your module. So whenever you want to do see any changes in your portal, just do cache flush. Under the organization, this core module, we have cache flush option. This option, just click on this option cache flush off, and then check the changes we have done in the portal. Now here you can see the changes has been done. This is a demo portal. Now this is visible to all the employees. Whenever my institution, your university employee will log into the Samarth portal, they will get the notification. Means they can view the information which you have added in our landing page, and this and here in the left side. You can do any changes from the core module. So this is a workflow for the core module, adding the information, adding your organization unit type, organization unit, and designation. This is a four information part. Now next module is employee module, where you will add your employees. So under employee services, when you click on this employee services tab, you can see employee module. This is our employee module. So under employee module, we have dashboard, HRMS dashboard, employee code update, add employee, manage assignment, manage employee lifecycle, request management, master configuration, profile status statistics, and export data. So like before this configuration means you cannot start from the employee module. You need to configure your base module. Base module is the most important part for each and every module, because all the data will be fetched in the other modules of the Summit from the base module. Your organization unit will be fetched from the base module. Your designation will be fetched from the base module. That's why base module is the important part, and import means all the configuration will be properly configured in the base module. If you have you have done incorrect configuration in the base module, so it will impact in other modules also. So that's why first configure your base module. Before configuring this employee management module, you need to configure your base module. After configuring base module, then you can go to the next step, which is our employee management module. So here you will add your employees. Here you can see this is the employee management dashboard, where you can add, means only admin can view it, not employees. Only admin can view total active employees, total inactive employees, and total added employees. So this count will be visible only once you will add your employees. Means in your refresh portal, you will get the refresh portal. So at that time you will see the 0000 wherever count is visible. Once you will add your employees in a portal, then you will get this numbers 256 as an active employee, inactive employer, total added employees in our system. Employees having the pending request, employee having the knowledge pending request, employee having the drafts. Then, like in the base model for the employee management module, currently you have to do the configuration. First is HRMS dashboard, and then next is employee code update. Other features are the later part once you will add the employees. That will be done after adding the employees. So currently, before adding the employee, you need to configure the HRMS dashboard. Click on HRMS dashboard. This is a dashboard of HRMS where you can add the position details, sanction position details, the designation which has been sanctioned to your institution. So that number you count will be added here under the HRMS dashboard. This is a dashboard where you can see the category wise detail, like teaching, how many sanction means teaching designation has been sanctioned to your institution. Recruited means field post, and vacant post means how many you have, still you have vacant post for the teaching post, teaching category, under teaching category. Then non-teaching also, or academic other also. When you scroll down, you can see the nature of employment, like permanent employee, contractual employee, you have regular employees, you have, and guest teachers, you have re-engaged employee, non-vocational, outsourced employees you have. So this is the nature of employment, like temporary. Under temporary, how many total teaching sanction you have, total non-teaching sanction you have, total teaching recruited, total non-teaching recruited, total teaching vacant, and total non-teaching vacant. So this count will be visible once you will add the sanction detail, sanction position detail in your portal. Now, how to add the sanction position details? You can see this launch option. Click on this option. Then you can see the three options: add, sync sanction position, and sanction position summary. This is how it looks once you will add the details, like sanction position details. First, you need to add it. Click on add option. Read this important point. Please make sure the first five fields are selected carefully. Once the position is created, you won't be able to update it. These five fields mean this: nature of employment, nature of employment type, organization unit, designation, and specialization. These five are mandatory, and you cannot able to update it later. If once you will add this position detail, you cannot update these fields later. Now, first you will add the nature of employment, means the sanctioned position details you are adding is for the permanent employee. For you are adding the permanent employee, so you can select the nature of employment's permanent. Employment type you are adding for the teaching post or non-teaching post. Here you can select the teaching. Organization unit you can select from the drop down. So these OU organization unit will be fetched from the base module, where once you will add all the OUs, that will be reflected here in a drop down. So here I have selected computer science and engineering. Designation you can select for which designation you want to create it. Here I have selected executive assistant. Specialization is non-mandatory. It's up to the institution. They want to add it, they can add it. Otherwise, they can leave it as blank. Now, this is important part, positions. And category wise, you need to mention the number. For example, for the permanent post under teaching type, for this OU under this designation, executive assistant, you have under unreserved category, you have 5 posts. OBC, you have 2 posts. SC, you have 1 post. Total, you have 10 posts, for example. And then here I've added SC, you have 2 posts. Now total is 10. PWD you can mention is 0 because all the categories mandatory. So you have to mention the number. BC this and now you mention the 00 in all the categories because this is mandatory. If you will not mention the number, then you cannot able to see the details. So that's why you need to mention 00. So categories you can also add it in your portal under master. Employee services, we have a setting also. Under settings, we have master also, master part. For example, you have category means default entries category we have already added like unreserved, OBC, ST, PWD or other category. In case you have any additional category which you are using in the university, then you can add the category here. Click on add option, mention the name of the category which you want to add it, mark the status active. Whatever option you are adding in your portal, just mark the status active and then click on save option. So these category will be reflected here while adding the HRMS detail here. Once you will refresh the page, that category will visible here. You can add the numbers in the category which you have added. So here you can see total will be 10. Date of sanction, you need to mention it. Then sanction allotment number, if you have any sanction allotment number or sanction number or allotment order number, then you can mention it here. Otherwise, you can leave it as blank because this is also optional. Then if you have any relevant order document, then you can upload here. Otherwise, you can click on publish button. Confirmation one, final confirmation. It's now published. Here you can see organization it, designation, employment category, all the details has been added. Now you have the 3 option. Either you can delete this entry because you cannot do any changes. When you click on update button, you can see these 5 fields are uneditable. You have mentioned the incorrect or your incorrect designation. In that case, you can delete the entry. You can delete the entry and you can add a new one with the correct OU and correct designation. But you cannot change this field like nature of employment, employment category, designation or OU. Only you can change the number. This category number you can change it. Maybe in future from 10 now it's 15 for the executive assistant post. Now you sanction is 15. You can update the number. Here I make it 6. So you can see the total now will be 15. You need to mention the reason for update, whatever reason you can mention here and click on submit button. So here the details has been updated. Now the total has been 15. If you want to check the history also, like what is the last data and now what is the current data for the HRMS, you can see the history also. Previous data is 5, 2, 1, and 2. Now the new data is 5, 2, 6, and 2. So you can do you can check the changes also. Whenever you are doing the changes, you can check the changes also. So this is how you can add the HRMS. Before adding the employee, you need to configure your HRMS. Once you will add it, this sanction position detail will be reflected here under the position detail dashboard. You have the view button also. You can have the update button also. Then you have the sync sanction position. This option is to update your sanction position detail. Maybe any employee has been retired from your institution, any employee has been relieved from your institution. To vacant their post, you need to sync this option. This sync action will sync number of recruited. Only recruited and vacant number will be changed in the HRMS for existing position. If an employee was added before HRMS and OU designation, information is not added in HRMS. Performing this action will add position record under in the HRMS. You cannot do undo once you will do this option sync. So this is how you can add the HRMS dashboard, HRMS detail. Next is employee code update. Means this you have the feature. In case you have mentioned incorrect code of the employee, now you want to change it, then you can use this feature employee code update. Only you need to search that employee, click on search option, then click on change employee code. So here you can change the code and then click on save option. You will get the notification employee code updated. So this is the later part once you will add the employees, and at that time if you have verified the detail and you will search that, you will find out that this employee code is incorrect. So then you, in that case, you can use this option employee code update. Now adding the employee. So this is the main step, how to add the employees of your university in the portal. Now you have the two options: add single employee, means only one employee you want to add it in a portal, directly in a portal, or you can use this option employees in a bulk. More than one employee, maybe 10 or 100 or 500 or 1000 employees, only 1000 employees you can add it in a one time. So up to 1000 employee you can add in a one time. You have the option add employee in bulk. Under this two methods we have, means under this two ways we have two methods: quick and detailed, brief and detailed. Under quick, only basic detail you have to add it, and under detailed, their salary details or their bank details also you can add it. Under quick, employee code update, type of employee you need to select type, whether the employee is teaching, non-teaching, or academic other. I'm selecting teaching. Nature of employment, whether that is employee is a permanent, temporary, or contractual. In your demo, in your institution portal, you have only two types of category. The first one is permanent and second one is temporary. In case you have outsourced employees also, in case you have contractual employees also, re-engaged employee also, regular employees also. So you can add the nature of employment in your portal. Under master, we have the option to add the nature of employment. This is the option nature of employment option. So from here you can add your nature of employment other than temporary or permanent. You have contractual, you can add the contractual also, lien, guest teacher, re-engage, outsource employees, whatever nature of employment you want to add it, you can add this from the master part. So once you will add the nature of employment, that will be reflected in the drop down. You can select from the drop down whether it's for teaching, for the permanent post, no, temporary post, or regular post. Here I'm selecting nature of employment as permanent. Employment category, you can select from the drop down unreserved or SC or ST. Subject specialization is non-mandatory. Sanction OU. Sanction OU is mandatory. So sanction OU and designation is fetched from the HRMS dashboard. That's why I've told you that before adding the employee, you need to configure your HRMS dashboard. So here I have selected this computer science and engineering. So this, for this OU, I have added the HRMS dashboard, and sanction designation will automatically reflect it. Executive assistant. If I selected this OU, this as a demo, here you can see sanction designation is not reflecting, it's blank. But because I have not configured the HRMS dashboard for this OU, under this type and nature of employment. That's why the sanction designation is not reflecting. So when you see that sanction designation is not reflecting here, you need to check under the HRMS dashboard whether you have created the you have mapped the OU with the designation or not, whether you have the sanction vacant post for this employee or not. You need to check this under the HRMS dashboard. So here I'm selecting sanction OU for which I have created HRMS. Let me select that. Computer science and engineering. Here, sanction designation is executive assistant. Organization unit, you can select from the drop down. Sanction OU designation OU, you can select the same also, because sanction OU designation is means when the employee is recruited in your institution at that time, what OU you have sanctioned or what designation you have added, like sanction to the employee, you can add it under the sanction OU designation. For example, when an employee has recruited in your institution, that time he is an assistant professor. But now, if you're adding that employee in your system, he is now maybe associate professor, or maybe he's working as a professor in your institution. Sanction designation will be the assistant professor, and current designation, this current designation will be the professor. You can select the as professor. Employee code. So here you will mention the employee code. Whatever code you want to add it, you can add the code here. For example, I'm adding PT, means teaching employee, and this is the code I have mentioned. Sanitary rank, you can add it. Is this employee a teacher or not? If he is a teaching employee, you can select yes. If he is a non-teaching, then you can select no option. Salutation of the employee, Dr., Mr., Miss, Mrs., Professor, Shri. If he is a doctor, you can select the doctor also. Then here you will mention the name. Surname. For example, I have added Aman. Gender, male, female, or transgender. Mobile number of the employee. Official email ID of the employee. Means personal email ID also you can mention it. Otherwise, you can use the official email ID also. If you have assigned any official email ID, you can add it here. Then group and payment scheme is non-mandatory. If you have added the group, you can assign the group also to the employees and then click on save option. Once you will click on save option, you will get the notification, congratulations, new employee successfully created. Username and password will be sent on the email ID which you have mentioned, official email ID. So the email ID which you have mentioned, they will get the username and password. Click on this send invitation mail and click on done option. So the mail has been sent to the employee on their personal email ID. Now from the admin side, they can view the personal details of the employee, education qualification of the employee, documents, service, SAR, research details. So these details will be added by the employee. When they will get the username password, they can log into their profile and then they can start adding the details in their personal profile, employee personal profile. This is how you can add the employee, means single employee. Now detailed, click on this option, just read this information which we have mentioned, then click on I agree and then click on I agree. Now you can see same information you have to, means employee under employee information, same information you have to, type of employee, nature of employment, appointment category, subject specialization, sanction or sanction designation, organization unit and post. Then employee code, sanitary ranks, and subject specialization. These you have already, means in a brief also you can adding, but in a detail you need to mention employee personal information. For example, middle name, here you can add it, date of birth, date of joining, date of superannuation, qualification at the time of appointment, accommodation provided by the university, gender, male, female, blood group, social category, religion, nationality, national marital status, married, unmarried, divorced, separated, widow, official email ID, number, emergency contact details, nearest railway station, airport, website, driving license, passport. Then about the employee, then employee salary information also you can add it here. Then bank information also you can add it here. Professional scholar profile links. Then employee status reason and remarks. So these information you have to add it in the detailed way. If you are using, if you have the only basic detail of the employee, then you can use a quick option. If you have the detailed information, if you have all this employee salary information, so then you can go for the detailed method. So it's up to the institution. They can either go for the quick or they can go for a detailed. Now, next is bulk update, means bulk option. So same, which the fields which I have shown in the quick option, that is already available in the brief. The detailed, the fields which I have showed in the detail method, then those fields is also available under the bulk of option in a bulk method in a detailed. Means same fields will be available in the bulk sheet also, which I have shown in the quick and detail. Same fields will be available in the bulk also. So brief, click on this option. This information is important. You need to read this information. Don't do any changes in the Excel format which I have provided. Don't do any changes in the dates format also. Then click on I agree option. We have provided the Excel format. Just download the Excel format. Click on OK. Bulk option. Wait for a few minutes and then the file will be open. So once the file will be open, then you can add the employee detail in a bulk. Means in a one time you can add the details. So this is a bulk sheet of the employee. You can add the information here. First, you need to add the employee code, salutation, first name, surname, mobile number, organization unit or designation. Then sanction designation, nature of sanction OU, sanction designation, nature of employment, type of employment, sanitary rank. All the columns which are marked as red are mandatory and green columns are non-mandatory, means that's optional. Mandatory columns you have to fill it, otherwise you cannot able to upload the sheet. The system will throw an error that you have not added this details in this column. So all the red fields are mandatory. One by one you have to mention the details. Once you will add the all the employee details in the Excel sheet, save the Excel sheet, go back to the portal. Here, click on browse file from computer. Just select the file which you have saved, open, and then click on upload option. So I have not added any sheet. That's why I will get an error that no data has found. Now, for the detail also, you need to download the Excel format. Just read the information carefully, download the Excel format. Okay. Now the sheet has been downloaded. Wait for a few minutes or few seconds. So it has been downloaded. So this is the bulk sheet for the detailed method, employee code, type of employee, organization, designation, middle name, then last name and name in Hindi. These three are non-mandatory: gender, date of birth, date of joining, superannuation, blood group, social category, qualification at the time of appointment, accommodation provided by university, appointed category, belong to PWD category, disability, religion, nationality, other nationality, marital status, mobile numbers, official email ID. So all the red columns are mandatory and green columns are non-mandatory. So it's up to the institution. Whatever method they want to use it, they can use it. And they have the option brief and detailed. So if you have the information in a detailed way, then you can go for a detail. And if you have only basic detail, then you can go for a brief and quick option. So you need to add all the details in the Excel sheet, save the Excel sheet, go back to the portal, select the file, and then click on upload option. If you have made any changes in the sheet, you will get system will throw an error. The headers are not matched, or maybe you have mentioned the incorrect year or dates in the incorrect format. So you will get the error that the dates are not in a incorrect. That the dates are that dates which you have mentioned is in an incorrect format. So whatever format you have given, just or mention the details in that format only. Then only you can able to add the employees in a bulk. Next is manage employee. So once you will add the employees in a portal, you have the two options, organize unit and all employee section. Means organize unit wise, you can also check the employees. For example, Babasaheb Bhimrao Ambedkar University. This is a demo portal. So in a demo portal, we have added this as a OU. So under this OU, we have 10 employees. The 10 employee has assigned this organization unit, Babasaheb Bhimrao Ambedkar University. If I want to check those 9 employees information, I will click on manage employee, and 9 employee information, I can see it. Here you can see organization unit is assigned Babasaheb Bhimrao Ambedkar University. So OU is assigned Babasaheb Bhimrao Ambedkar University. So same like you can check other OUs also. For example, Nagaland DU. This is also we have added as a dummy entry as a OU. Under Nagaland, this OU, we have 27 employees. Then the Maharaja Sairaj University of Baroda, we have added as a 6, means 6 employees is added under this organization unit. So you can view the employee detail according to organization unit. Next is manage employee. Under this section, you can manage all the employees detail, means whatever employees you have added. So under demo portal, we have added 433 employees. So 433 employees detail, I can view it here. Like I have the view button. This I have added as an employee, Amandeep, as a new employee. When if I want to view the details as an admin, if I want to view the details, I can view their biographical details. Here is a drop down option. Then I can also view the contact detail, family details, and additional details. Then if employees already added the education details or qualification details, so I can, from as of admin, I can see the education qualification details of the employee which they have added. Documents they have added, ID proof, signature, diploma certificate, anything they have added in their profile. Service book, service book can only be updated by the admin, not employee can only view it, but this service book only can be managed by the admin. Now under service book, if any institution at the time of adding the employees, at the time of uploading the employees, they have mentioned incorrect sanction OU designation to any of the employee. Now later, if they want to change the sanction OU and designation, you have the option under service, click on update sanction position. So from here, you can change the type of the employee also, means if he's a teaching employee, but you have marked as non-teaching. Now you want to change their type from non-teaching to teaching. So you can use this option, make it teaching. Nature of employment, for example, he is a temporary employee, but after few years, he's working as a permanent employee in an institution. Now you want to change the nature of employment. So nature of employment also can be changed from here. Appointed category, maybe you have mentioned incorrect category to this employee, you can change the category also. Now if you want to change the sanction OU, you can change the sanction OU also, or sanction designation also. But changing the sanction OU designation, you need to create the HRMS, means the position is added in the under the HRMS and you have the vacant post also. Now for example, I'm changing this demo college. Again, I'm seeing sanction OU as demo college. Now sanction designation is not reflected because for the this OU I have not added any HRMS. Again, if I will change this option, this OU, for which I have already created the HRMS, if I selected that OU, for example, I'm adding Department of Commerce. So here you can see sanction designation is coming assistant professor. Because I have already created the position under the HRMS dashboard, that's why sanction designation is fetching here. If I have not created, then the sanction designation will be blank. Here you can see sanction designation is blank because I have selected Department of Computer. There is no sanction or no vacant position is for this employee. That's why I cannot able to select any sanction designation. HRMS is mandatory to change, to add the employees also, and to changing this category type or sanction or sanction designation. Now you have the option manage assignment and update employee lifecycle. So this is also a mandatory in case you have mentioned incorrect OU and designation. The current OU and designation, not sanction. Current OU and designation you have made it incorrect. Now you want to change the employee assignment, current assignment or designation. You have the option, select, click on add manage assignment. Then here you have the reason, as additional assignment or assignment. In case he is a professor and he is also working as a HOD, then you can select the reason and additional assignment. If you have selected additional assignment, OU, you can select from the drop down in under which OU he is working as HOD or dean. You can select that OU. Then assignment designation means he's a HOD or he's working as a dean. So you can select the assignment from the dropdown. This assignment designation will be fetched from the base module. This OU will be fetched from the base module. That's why base module is mandatory. And the configuration of base module is important because all the OU and designation will fetch from the base module. That's why I told you that before configuration of the employee management module, you need to configure your base module. Now, I have selected this. Now assignment, I can select from the drop down. He is a head of the department. File notification number, date, reporting OU designation, you can add it. And status should be active. If he's working in a current, he's working as an additional assignment as a HOD, he's working next 2-3 years, he is working as a HOD, as an additional assignment, then you need to mark the status active. After 3 years, once the HOD will be changed, then you can change the status also from active to inactive. You can mark the status inactive. And for the new HOD, you need to mark the status active. Now to change the current OU designation, select the reason as assignment. If you have mentioned the incorrect OU, now you want to change the OU, then you can select the OU from the drop down. Then post, you can select from the post. He is a professor. Now, if you have mentioned the incorrect designation, so you can change the designation from this also. So by following the same step, select the reason for the OU and designation. For both, you can select the reason as assignment, and you can select the correct OU and designation. Then same information you have to add it and click on save option. This is how you can change the current OU and designation. And to change the sanction designation OU, you can use this option, update sanction position, from the service book. Now, next is SAR details. You can view the SAR details also, research, knowledge, professional. So these details will be only visible once employee will add the details in their profile. Now, next is manage assignment, which I have already shown you. This is a shortcut, means you can either go from the service book or you can use this shortcut option, manage assignment and manage employee lifecycle. Manage lifecycle, you can manage the employee life cycle from new appointment to the retirement. Manage event type, we have the multiple event type, re-engage, promotion, appointed, separation, or other. Promotion, any employee has been promoted in your institution, then you can select the reason as career advancement, and employee information you have to add it. This will be the later part once you will add the employees. Then appointed, separation. Under separation, we have the multiple reason like retirement, deputation, lien, relieving, suspension, deceit, transfer from one department to another, or medically unfit. So you can use this option, like you can manage the employee life cycle also. Then request management. Once the employee will add the details in their profile, that will go to the admin points. Admin will verify the details, and only after the verification will be done by the admin, those updated details will be reflected in the employee's profile. Verification is mandatory from the admin side. This is also a later part. Now last is export data. So you have the export option like custom export, document download, group data export. If you want to export the employee information, you have the option. You can use this option, custom export. Click on this option, select export, you have the employee profile, and then click on export option. So there will be some error. So we can skip this option. Other option, you have the like section wise data export. So from this option also you can export the employee information, and then click on export option. So here right now you can see the job status initiated. Once it will be shown as completed, the system will generate a password. Copy this password, click on download option. Same we have done in the core module. Open the file, then and just paste the password here. So the sheet is opening, just wait for a few minutes, and now you can check the employee information which you have added in the system. So here you can see the sheet has been exported. Means here I can see the employee information which I have added in the portal. So I think 359 employees detail I can view it in this Excel sheet. If I want to check their name, what I have mentioned, code or sanction OU designation or categories, blood group, whatever they have mentioned, I can also download this Excel sheet and check the details. I mean, in case you want to create a report, so you can use this option, export option. You can export the employee information and you can check the details, whatever employee have added the details. Same like the section means collaboration activity. These are the section: development, e-content, seed money, project, industrial, technical, teaching activity. So these are the section. So section wise also you can export the details. Means you can export these sections section wise: pending request export, employee life cycle data, retired list, the employee who has been retired, and also you have marked the retired under the employee life cycle. You can also export the list of retired employees, employee life cycle data, promotion, separation, all those you can view the details from. You can export the details from here. Filter wise also you can view, export the detail. Employee wise data export, you can export the details. So this is how you can export the detail. And this is a workflow for the employee management system. So for the employee management system, for right now, for the beginning part, your important point is to create your HRMS, to configure your HRMS, and to adding your employees. For the base module, information, organization unit type, organization unit, and designation. And under the employee, you need to configure your HRMS, and then you need to add your employees. After that, you can manage, or you can manage the assignment lifecycle, you can manage the employee information. That is a later part. Then after configuration of the employee management system, next module is user management module. So for the user management module, we will provide you a separate session. Today, we will not demonstrate that workflow, because before before configuration of the user management module, you need to configure your base and employee, because employee and base is required for creating the user accounts. That's why that we will provide you a separate session once we will provide once we will send the confirmation that you have configured the base module and employee management module in your system. Then we will provide you a separate session for the user management. So under user management, we will explain you how you can create the user account for the administrative, for the affiliated, or for the guest faculties. So that is a later part. Before user management, you need to configure this user base module and employee management system. So if you have any queries regarding this two modules, you can ask your queries.